Hi there, this is Kritesh and welcome to Money 24 Hour YouTube channel. In this video, I'm going to describe how I grew my blog from 0 to 133,891 monthly page views within 12 months with a day job. Now, first of all, let me give you a brief introduction about myself. My name is Kritesh Abhishek and I'm an online entrepreneur and digital marketer. I started my blogging journey at an age of 19 and since then I've been working on different blogs and startups. The blog that we are going to discuss in this video, named TradeBrains, is a financial education blog which I started in January 2017. And here is a snapshot of the Google Analytics. Here you can see that from January 2017 to March 2017, the traffic was almost zero. If you look at the specific number, I was getting less than 100 page views per month for the first 3 months. However, since April, the traffic started growing exponentially, and by the end of January 2018, the blog was getting over 133,891 monthly page views. Moreover, in this time, we have a total number of users of 258,279, that is around 2.59 lakhs, and we have a total page views of 5.57 lakhs. Now, this is a very good number for a new blog. And let me give you another honest disclaimer that I didn't use any paid advertisement like Google ads or Facebook ad to drive these traffic. Around 69% of the traffic is organic, that is they come by Google search, and the rest 27.5% is the direct traffic. I mean that when people type different keywords on Google, then my blog is the one which is referred by the Google. For example, if you search few good topics on stock market like best stock market apps in India, so here you can see that my blog will come on first or second. Yeah, TradeBrains is coming on the first. So this term or similar to this term is searched daily on internet by thousands of people. Alone this post is generating thousands of views per day. Similarly, if you search another term like what is Nifty and Sensex, so this is another keyword, and similar to this, people will keep on searching every day. And here you can see that what is Sensex and Nifty and Sensex by TradeBrains, and it's ranking on the first page of Google. Overall, all the blogs on the TradeBrains website are SEO optimized, and that's why it's ranking on Google and driving a lot of traffic. The next 27.5% people are coming from direct, and if you add both direct and organic search, it turns out to be around 97%. Currently, I'm not focusing on social media like Facebook, YouTube, Twitter to get traffic, and the traffic from all those sources combined are less than 3%. I am mainly focusing right now on passive traffic, that is traffic from Google, where I can build excellent contents which can keep bringing me traffic in future without posting or sharing any content on social media. It's the thing that people search on Google, and these are the targeted people who want to read my content, and those are the ones who are coming to my blog. Now let me give you few lessons from the past. First of all, TradeBrains is not my first website. As I mentioned earlier, I started my blogging career at an age of 19 when I was a second year college kid, and I started a website called Messed Up Infinitely. Its URL was messedupinfinitely.com, and I started it with the help of few of my friends. Anyhow, it failed. After 2 years of inconsistently working on that website, we finally decided to shut it down. The website doesn't exist anymore. However, there are different social pages of Messed Up Infinitely which are still available online. For example, if you go to the Messed Up Infinitely Facebook page, you can see that we have around 3,000 likes here, and similarly we have also followers on Twitter and Pinterest. Anyhow, it was not generating much revenue to it, and we were also not passionate about that website, and after working around 2 years, we have to shut it down. Now let me share a few of the reasons why my first website failed. First, I and my team were not passionate about Messed Up Infinitely. So Messed Up Infinitely was an entertainer website. There we used to post viral entertaining posts for the public. However, this was not something me and my teammates were passionate about. I was always much passionate about finance, investing, stock market, and my friends were passionate about sports, football, and few of them were mechanical engineer and they were interested in engineering. Overall, we were just building something big, but we were not passionate about our niche. Initially it was easy. I mean, initially when we started, we all used to work 30-40 hours per week on the website, but with time, when we started focusing on our main target, on our main passion, we were not able to give so much time on our website. That's why blog traffic and different other metrics declined after a few months. Second is we tried to cover everything, and hence we failed to build a loyal audience. I mean that entertainer is a very big topic. If you see any other topic like cooking, technology, or fitness, sports, you can specify something what you want to post here. But for entertainer, we didn't know what was our theme. I mean, when we started in 2014, it was the year of football World Cup, and we started posting with different FIFA news. Then we moved to Game of Thrones, then Friends TV series, and then we moved to Harry Potter posts. So overall, we were just posting different viral contents, but we didn't specify any specific niche that we want to target. And that's why we failed to build a loyal readers. I mean, the people who were interested in reading the news about football, they were not much interested to read about Harry Potter, and that's why they didn't remember our website and they didn't come back. Another problem with our website was that we have chosen a very long name. I mean, Messed Up Infinitely. This was what something we thought that people can relate, but the website Messed Up Infinitely, it's really difficult to type, and many people confused it with Messed Up Infinity or Messed Infinity something, and therefore it was really hard to remember the domain name of that website, and it was also one of the big reasons why we have to shut it down. And the final reason was we focused more on traffic and monetization rather than building a great website. At that time, social traffic was very good. I mean, if you post anything on Facebook, the reach was very high. So what we used to do that we created viral contents like 10 ways in which Game of Thrones might end. So this is a very catchy headline, and people want to know how the Game of Thrones TV series might end. And here we used to write 10 different pages, so people have changed 10 tabs. Now what we used to do next was to join different Facebook groups. There are many Facebook groups on Game of Thrones which has over 100,000 members. So we used to join around 20-25 groups of Game of Thrones, and we used to post the same article, that is 10 ways in which Game of Thrones might end, in all the 20-25 groups. So this single blog post used to generate around 10k views in a single day. Similarly, we also joined different groups on football, Harry Potter, Friends. There are a lot of groups with over 20,000, 30,000 members in all those groups. And the thing was that by creating just catchy headlines, we were able to generate very good traffic. At that time, the reach of Facebook group was very high, means all the members on those group, they got an impression of whenever we are posting new contents in that group, and hence we were able to generate a lot of traffic. Now the good thing with that traffic was that Google AdSense pays based on impression and clicks. So the more number of visitors visit your site means you are generating more revenue. Now we were getting good revenue from Google AdSense using all the tactics that we were doing, and as college students we used all the money that we used to get from Google AdSense in partying or going out on tours. So we rarely saved any money. But the thing is that after few time our passion declined a little. I mean, getting traffic from social is an active thing. You have to actively post on Facebook. I mean, every second someone is posting something new on Facebook, and that's why if you are not posting in your contents for 2 to 3 days, it means that your traffic is going to decline. In other words, what I mean to say is that although our traffic was growing, but our blog was not growing because we were not writing contents that was useful to people, or the contents which are SEO optimized, or the contents that people search on Google. And that's why we were not able to keep up with the traffic. And the thing was that after 5-6 months we were not posting as much as we used to do in our initial days, so our traffic declined. And because of all these 3 reasons, we didn't have much passion about our website. We didn't have a specified niche or a specified topic, and third, we were more focused on traffic rather than building something big, something that we want. And these all were the reasons why our website failed. Now let me tell you about the success story of TradeBrains. I launched TradeBrains in January 2017. At that time, I was a GT at Tata Motors, and GT means Graduate Engineering Training. I graduated from my college in May 2016 and I joined Tata Motors in August. So for the next 5 months from August to till December, I did nothing. I mean, I was just going to office, then coming back home, playing football, then watching TV series, sleeping. Then again morning I used to go to office, then come back, play football, watch TV series, sleep. And this thing I repeated for 5 months. And when it was December, I felt that I should do something with my life. I mean that I wasn't motivated. I need something, some goal in my life. And that's when I took a resolution to start a new blog. Now the thing is, I was always passionate about stock market and investing, and I have been doing it since my college days. And when I joined Tata Motors, I started getting constant monthly paychecks from my job, and I used to invest around 50-60% of that money in the stock market. But what I noticed that most of the people, my friends or colleagues, they do not know about stock market, how it works, where to invest, how to do trading, how to open their demat and trading account. So I thought it's a good idea. I can help people. I have a very good knowledge of around 2 years, and I can help people with my knowledge. I can write contents, and through which I can also connect with the like-minded people who want to invest in the share market. And that's how I started TradeBrains in January 2017. Now, I was working in Tata Motors, which is a Fortune 500 company, and I was in quality assurance team. We used to look at the quality of all the trucks that was produced in the Pune plant. And it was a production company, which means that I have to be on the line for the 8-9 hours. I cannot go to my desk and sit down. I have to work there and I have to stand, and that's why after working 8 to 9 hours, it was really tiring. And moreover, it was a work of 6 days. I mean, we didn't have holidays on Saturdays. We have to work 6 days, and therefore it was little difficult for me for initial few months to maintain a work and side project balance. I mean, when you work for 8 to 9 hours in an office, all of your productive hour is gone, and when you go back home, you do not want to start to open your laptop and start creating content. This was a time when you feel like you need to relax, watch TV series like Friends or Big Bang Theories, and eat chicken biryani and sleep. This is what the general thing that I was habituated with. Moreover, in the last 5 months, all the momentum has changed for me. I mean, I was not habituated of building contents, writing blogs, so it was little difficult for me. So what I used to do there is that I come back home from office, then I may start writing on a topic. I mean, let's say how to start investing in Indian stock market. I'd start writing, and I write 1500-2000 words without editing anything. And even if there is grammatical or syntax error, I used to write. I was just focused to complete the blog by the end of the night. Sometime it takes around 2 o'clock, around 3 o'clock, but it didn't matter to me. So I used to write a rough article in the night, and in the morning before office I used to wake up at 6 a.m. and at that time I used to edit that article which I have written last night. So it was really hectic time for me. I mean, sometime I used to sleep only for 3 to 4 hours writing contents, but the thing was that I was very passionate about stock market, and I was also passionate about blogging and building contents. That's why I was, even with a sleep of 3 or 4 hours, I was okay, and I was able to build good contents. So let me tell you about the first phase of TradeBrains, that is January to March, when I was getting less than 100 page views per month. So in this time I was able to work around 2 to 3 hours per week. As I already said, in the initial months it was really difficult to build momentum because all the office work was taking a lot of energy from me. Moreover, all the 2 or 3 hours that I have, instead of writing contents, I used that time to build or design my blog, that how it should look, what should be the different menus, what should be the theme of that blog. Anyhow, by the end of the first 3 months, I was able to write around 10 articles, and few of my best articles I have written in that time from January to March. For example, this one, what is Nifty and Sensex, I wrote it on 9th January. Still, it was not getting any traffic for the first 3 months. I mean, from January to March, as I have already shown you, the traffic was less than 100 page views. All the 10 contents that I have written in that period was excellent, but it was not getting any view. And moreover, at that time I also knew about SEO. I mean, after my blog Messed Up Infinitely failed in 2016, I started learning about the passive traffic, like how you can get traffic from SEO. So at that time, for 3-4 months, I've learned about SEO and all those tricks and techniques I was using in this period. So in the 10 articles that I've written in January to March, it was SEO optimized. Like all the articles were 15 to 200,000 words. I've used keywords and optimized them correctly so that it get ranks on Google. But the thing is that getting ranked on Google is not so easy, and it's really not instantaneous. I mean, generally it takes around 3 to 4 months to get ranked on Google. But the thing is that Google do not want to show any random new website to their visitors or to the public. They first check out how is the quality of your content. So even if you have done all the SEO properly, still it might not get traffic for the first 3 months. What Google does is that it will show your content to a small audience, very small audience, for first few months. And if those people, or if those audience like your content, then it will show that content to a little bigger audience. In stepwise, it increases the size of the audience. Overall, if you are doing SEO, then it will easily take 3 to 4 months for your contents to get ranked and get traffic by Google. And that's what I learned in that period, that build it and they will come is wrong. You have to work on marketing and you have to do your content promotion if you want to get traffic on a new blog. So in the next phase, I changed my strategy. From April to July, I realized that I have to get serious to my blog, and working just 2 to 3 hours was not enough. Starting from April, I changed my strategy from 2 to 3 hours per week to around 30 plus hours per week. So at that time I was all still working, so my strategy was to work around 12 hours in weekends, and during weekdays I used to work around 3 to 4 hours, and combined all these working hours, it was around 35-40 hours per week. Now because of my background in blogging and because of my first blog, I already knew the different ways how I can drive traffic to my blog, and those all techniques I started using in this phase. I mean, along with writing 2-3 contents per week, I also started marketing aggressively for my contents. In this period, I started writing answers on Quora. I've written over 600 answers on Quora and generated around 2.3 million views, around 2,700 followers on Quora. And similarly, I started posting on different forums. I joined different forums and I started contributing there and adding relevant links whenever required. Then I started email marketing. I started collecting the emails of the people and started sending my contents to them. Similarly, I also started doing comments on different famous blogs and connecting with the people. I also started outreaching the different influencers and people in my field using email so that they can get to know that I'm also a blogger in this niche and I'm also writing in finance. In addition, another step that I started doing was to start making backlinks. So backlinks helps in a lot in Google ranking, that is SEO, and if you have a good backlinks from big website, it helps you a lot to get ranked on Google. However, it's not that easy to build backlinks, and in this time I was working aggressively on building backlinks. Overall, in this phase, the total traffic on my blog was directly proportional to how much work I did. I mean, the more answers I write on Quora, the more contributions I made on forums, or the more backlinks I generated. All these were adding up. In the weekend when I was working plus 40 hours, it was generating more traffic compared to the week in which I was working less than 30 hours. Anyways, I didn't focus much on social media in this phase. Also, I was confident that I can generate good organic traffic if I worked on SEO, backlinks and different outreach methods. So this is what I focused on this phase, and by the end of around July, I was getting around steady traffic of 20,000 page views per month. In the third phase, from August 17 to January 2018, I saw rapid growth in my blog. All the marketing and all the content creations that I have done for the last 6-7 months were finally showing up, and the traffic was continuously increasing every month. I realized this when I went for a holiday with my parents for 1 week. So my parents came to Pune and they wanted to visit Mahabaleshwar and Lonavala Khandala, and I took a holiday of 1 week. I didn't open my laptop at all, and I was little worried after the end of the week, like how my traffic will be, whether it was up or down. I have not done any content creation or I have not done any marketing, but when I checked after 1 week, I saw that my traffic was still increasing. In that week, I got around 8,000 page views without doing anything. And this is when I realized that SEO or organic traffic works if you have done things properly. So from August 2017 to January 2018, everything was working good. Although I was not working as hard as I used to work in phase 2, I was just creating few contents per week, like 2 to 3 contents. Still the blog was growing at a very good phase, and by the end of January 2018 it was getting over 100,000 page views per month. So this was my journey for the last 12 months. Now let me tell you the reasons why I believe that TradeBrains become a hit. First, I was writing genuinely helpful posts. In my first blog, most of the contents that I used to write was viral contents or catchy headlines just to get the focus of the people. However, for TradeBrains, I used to write genuinely helpful contents, the contents that people are searching for and the contents that people want to read. Like, people do not know how stock market works, people do not know what is Nifty, they do not know what is Sensex, they do not know why stock price fluctuates. So whenever someone comes to my topic, they generally like the content and they want to read more different contents, and moreover they become a loyal audience, which means that they become a returning visitors, and that's why I could focus more on our growth. Second, consistency. As you can see that my blog was total failure for the first 3 months. It was getting less than 100 page views per month, and similarly my journey was not small, it's for over 12 months. And the best thing in this 12 months was that I was consistent. Every week I was consistently posting new contents which were helpful to the people. Now what most people do is that they start blogging, and after 3 months when they realize that they are not getting any audience, or when they realize that their contents is not getting attention from the people, they start blogging. But the thing is that consistency matters. Maybe it won't work in the first few months, but if you continue building good contents for a long time, then in the end people will always realize the true worth of your contents. And the third is the 20-80 principle, which I started using since April. So for the first few months I basically focused on building excellent contents which will be helpful to the people, and after April I started marketing aggressively. I mean 20% of my time I used to build contents, write excellent contents. However, once I have created that content, I used to aggressively promote that content, like sending emails to all my subscribers, sharing on Quora, reposting on Medium, and posting on different forums, then blog commenting, all those things. I used to market my contents a lot. The thing is, what if you have even a single blog post, you can reach out to 1 crore people or 1 billion people if you do good marketing and if your content is very good. And at that time I had very good contents, around 40-50 good contents, and I was confident that if I start doing good marketing, people will visit my website. And this strategy helped me a lot to succeed, and that's why I will suggest, if you are starting a new blog, that spend first few months to create excellent contents, like really genuinely helpful contents. After you have around 30 good articles, then start promoting aggressively to the people. If your contents is really good, really helpful, people will come there, read your contents and become a loyal audience. Closing thoughts. Building an online empire is the dream of most of the online entrepreneurs. However, it is not much difficult if you are ready to put some serious efforts, time, and moreover ready to work consistently for the next few months. Then it can be done. After 18 months of the launch, TradeBrains is still doing good and growing at a good pace. Till now we are getting a very good traffic from Google and search engine, and now we are moving towards social. I mean, there are many good websites who are getting around 85 to 90% of their traffic by creating viral contents and sharing on Facebook, Twitter and other social media. So we can also increase our traffic if we start focusing on the social media. So this is our next step. We are going to dive deeper into the social media world so that we will also get social traffic along with the search traffic. That's all for this video. I hope it was useful to you and you have enjoyed my journey of how I built my blog from scratch to 133,891 monthly page views. And if you have any questions regarding my journey, or if you need any kind of help, please comment below. I will be happy to help you out. And if you like the video, please hit the like button and subscribe to this channel for more interesting blogging and digital marketing videos. This is Kritesh signing off.